stop what you're doing. If you've changed your oil in the last 90 days, there's a 70% chance you've made at least one of these fatal mistakes. I've rebuilt over 300 engines that failed prematurely due to improper oil changes. Today, I'm exposing all 9 destructive errors before they cost you thousands. Think of oil viscosity like your car's blood type. Get it wrong, and your engine rejects it. Here's the simple truth. Your car was engineered to run with a specific oil thickness, or viscosity. Using 10W30 when your car needs 5W20 isn't close enough. It's like wearing snow boots to go swimming. Too thick? Your engine works harder, reducing fuel economy by up to 2%, and critical parts don't get proper lubrication during cold starts. Too thin? Components grind against each other, creating metal shavings that circulate through your entire engine. Check your owner's manual or the sticker under your hood, not what some random person at the parts store tells you. This 5-second check can save you thousands in repairs. This one's all about finesse, not muscle. Your oil pan is typically made of aluminum, much softer than the steel drain plug. Crank that plug too tight, and you'll strip the threads faster than a toddler unwrapping candy. Here's a real mechanic's secret. Most drain plugs need only about 15 to 30 foot-pounds of torque. In regular human terms, that's snug plus a quarter turn for most people. Last month, I had a customer who needed a $600 oil pan replacement because a quick lube technician went Incredible Hulk on their drain plug. The worst part? Their car was only 4 months old. If you're doing it yourself, get a simple torque-out wrench for about $20. It's like insurance for your oil pan, and it'll last for years. Let's clear something up. That $3 bargain bin oil filter isn't just as good as quality filters. The difference isn't marketing, it's engineering. A good filter has synthetic filter media that captures particles as small as 10 to 20 microns. That's smaller than a human hair. A sturdy anti-drainback valve that prevents dry starts. A bypass valve that opens at the right pressure. Here's the real cost. Using a cheap filter might save you $5 to $10 per oil change, but increases wear by allowing tiny metal particles to circulate. These particles act like sandpaper in your engine. Is saving that coffee money worth risking a $3,000 repair? I'm not saying you need the most expensive filter, but stick with reputable brands or OEM filters designed specifically for your engine. If some oil is good, more must be better. This logic works for ice cream, not motor oil. Overfilling doesn't provide extra protection. It creates a dangerous condition where your crankshaft whips the oil into a frothy foam. This foam can't lubricate properly and can cause oil starvation even when your crankcase looks full. Here's a real-world example. Just 1 quart too much oil can cause your oil pressure to spike by 20%, putting stress on seals and gaskets. It can also reduce your fuel economy by up to 2%, costing you money every time you drive. The fix is simple. Always check the dipstick after adding oil. If it's above the full mark, drain some out. And for goodness sake, don't trust the recommended capacity on the oil jug. Check your manual for the exact amount. This tiny part costs literally pennies, but skipping it is like jumping out of a plane with a patched parachute. Maybe it'll work, but why risk it? The crush washer is designed to deform once, creating a perfect seal between your drain plug and oil pan. Reuse it, and tiny oil leaks can develop. Even a slow leak of 1 drop every 30 seconds adds up to a quart of oil every 1,000 miles. I recently had a customer who lost their engine because a reused washer failed completely while they were on a road trip. The repair cost $3,800. The cost of a new washer, about 75 cents. Pro tip, buy a pack of 10 washers for a few dollars and keep them with your oil change supplies. Your future self will thank you. Cold oil is like cold honey, thick and stubborn. When you drain cold oil, up to 15% of the old, contaminated oil stays inside your engine, reducing the effectiveness of your oil change. But warning, don't go to the other extreme. Oil at full operating temperature can cause severe burns. The sweet spot? Run your engine for 2 to 3 minutes to warm it up slightly, then let it sit for about 10 minutes before draining. This gets the oil warm enough to flow freely but not hot enough to burn you. This simple timing trick helps remove more contaminants and extends your engine's life, all while keeping you safe. My daddy changed his oil every 3,000 miles, so that's what I do. Here's the truth. Modern engines and synthetic oils have changed the game completely. Some vehicles with synthetic oil can go 10,000 to 15,000 miles between changes, but others still need more frequent service. The key? Follow your car's specific intervals in the owner's manual, not what your neighbor does, not what your dad did in 1975, and definitely not what the sticker from the Quick Lube suggests. They often recommend more frequent changes than necessary. But don't go too far in the other direction. Even with synthetic oil, factors like short trips, extreme temperatures, and heavy loads can break down oil faster. When in doubt, check your oil's color and consistency. If it's black or smells burnt, change it regardless of mileage. Those first few seconds after an oil change are critical for your engine. When you install a bone-dry filter, your engine runs without proper oil pressure for up to 5 seconds at startup. That might not sound like much, but it's like running a marathon while holding your breath for the first quarter mile. The solution is simple. Before installing a new filter, fill it about 2/3 full, with fresh oil, and rub some oil on the gasket too. This ensures immediate oil pressure when you start up. Here's the real impact. Studies show that up to 75% of engine wear happens during startup. Priming your filter reduces this wear significantly, potentially adding years to your engine's life. The cost? Just 30 extra seconds during your oil change. The final mistake is rushing the finish line. After an oil change, many people immediately start the engine and drive away. This is like sprinting right after waking up. Your body needs a minute, and so does your engine. Here's the proper procedure that professional mechanics follow. Complete the oil change. Turn the key to on without starting. This allows the oil pump to prime. Wait 15 to 30 seconds. Start the engine and let it idle for 30 to 60 seconds. Check for leaks before driving off. This allows oil pressure to build gradually and ensures all engine components get properly lubricated before you put any load on them. I tested this myself on identical fleet vehicles. Ones that followed this procedure showed 20% less wear on valve train components after 100,000 miles compared to vehicles that were immediately driven after oil changes. There you have it, 9 terrible oil change mistakes that could be silently destroying your engine. Which ones have you been making? Let me know in the comments.